So I feel like all I've uploaded in the last like 6 months is declutters, but honestly, that's like my life. I'm trying to get rid of things and pare down my collection, and I don't know. I'm not in the headspace of having all of the makeup and a lot of makeup because really, I don't wear a lot of makeup anymore. Like when I'm working, yeah, I do the full face, I do the whole thing, but day in, day out, like I wear mascara. But today we're going to be doing eyeshadow palettes because I haven't done that one in a while. And I know there are some things that I want to get rid of that I'm not using, and they can go to a better home. So let's get into it. Is this not the worst shot of your life? It's like I'm not quite high enough, and it's kind of like this weird angled up shot. It's whatever. Like, y'all are literally propped up on my little cup that holds my eyeliners. Yeah. We're talking about eyeshadow palettes. There's a reason I'm a makeup artist and not a videographer, so anyway. First thing, I was super, super surprised by this. This is the Kaja bento box in Chocolate Dahlia. No, Beauty Bento, not bento box. That's what you put your food in. Anyway, so cute, right? So little, super travel friendly, and you get a little mirror here that I'm blinding y'all with. Then you have your shimmer on the top, and then two mattes. So you've got like a mid-tone and then a darker mid-tone. I love this. This is like, gotta get ready quick, don't want to think about it eyeshadow. Like, you slap your transition shade on, you put your darker shade on, and then you slap the shimmer on with your finger, and you're done and you're ready to go. Like, so easy. And surprisingly really good quality. Like, I'm shocked. I don't know why. Probably because I've tried other things from Kaja and been like, you're not even worth talking about to anybody. Mary Jane palette from Milk Cosmetics. I will keep this forever. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I love the grungy green color story. Always gonna keep. Another always keep is my Pat McGrath Mothership Divine Rose. This is the Divine Rose 1. I love this. I legitimately keep this for like these 4 shades down here. I'm not wild about this half of the palette, but these 4 shades are so unique and so stunning that that's why I keep it. I'm literally gonna just go into a rant really quick. I was super curious, so I placed an order on SheGlam because you see everybody talking about it and how great it all is on the internet. And so I bought this palette, and I ended up buying a second palette, which I honestly don't remember purchasing this. Maybe I forgot to take it out of my cart. I don't know. This is the Sunday Picnic palette. I also bought another one that I can't remember the name of. I don't have it anymore because I gave it to my 3-year-old to play with it because that was the quality level. Like $5 to $10 for these palettes, and that is the quality level. You know, like with e.l.f., you buy a $5 to $10 eyeshadow palette, like they're quads, and they could be charging much more money for those, in my opinion. This should have been a quad. I'm telling you that right now. These 2 shades, pretty much identical. These 2 shades, pretty much identical. This shade is another matte, and it's fine. It's a little bit more mauve-y than everything else in the palette, which is fine. These shimmers are all 3 different colors. These shimmers are great, and it's the only reason that I've hung on to this for as long as I have. But literally, you could have had these 2 shimmers or these 2 shimmers, this shade, and then any other one of these 3 mattes in here, And this is not worth the money. This is not, I don't know if this is controversial, but in my opinion, SheGlam's eyeshadow palettes are 100% overhyped. So this is leaving. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I might break it apart and depot it because I really like this shimmer shade and this shimmer shade. This one's just kind of like meh. But just go buy yourself an e.l.f. eyeshadow palette because it's better quality. Another one that is leaving, not because it doesn't have like good quality or anything like that, is the Huda Beauty Khaki Haze palette. This is really good quality and I really enjoy it. However, I just have these colors in other places and I don't reach for this because while I really love the mattes in here and I love kind of like the grungy khaki color story, the shimmers for whatever reason get hard pan really quick, really easy, and I just feel like somebody else could get better use out of this, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Another one I'm gonna keep, also from Melt Cosmetics, is the Amor y Mariposas, which is Love and Butterflies. I love this color story. This is beautiful, and I love Melt Cosmetics, so for me, this is 100% worth keeping. And like, look at these purples. Are they not just like chef's kiss purples? Another one that I'm keeping is from Kaleidos. This is the Club Nebula palette with Angelica Nyquist. Again, another great, beautiful color story with really unique shimmers in it and super amazing blendable mattes. So if you're looking for fun palettes, definitely check out Kaleidos. Another Pat McGrath palette that I think, ooh, this is the Rose Decadence 6-pan. This is going to go in a maybe because I love this palette. I love this colors. But I can't use this by itself unless I'm wanting a very orange, kind of rusty purple look. So it's a nice companion palette, but I don't know. I'm just going to set it right here in front of me as a maybe. So I'm definitely keeping this Lime Crime Venus Immortals palette. This is really the only, well, I say that and I'm looking at something else that's cool tone gray, but this is one of the only cool tone palettes that I like. I feel like I can create a full look with this palette and still pair it with other things like, let's see here, let me dig this out. This one, the Give Beauty quad, well, as I blind y'all, this is the Danger Zone quad from Give Beauty. Love this packaging, and these, for me, pair really well together. So if I want to go deeper than this one provides, I will pull this out and use this one. And this has more transition-y colors than this one does, so I use these a lot together. So, Give Beauty, Lime Crime, keeping. Another one I'm keeping, I don't use this one a ton. This is more of a collector's item because I love Winnie the Pooh. Like, my daughter's nursery when she was a baby was Winnie the Pooh. And this is really more of a collector's item for me because I have like fond childhood memories of Winnie the Pooh. I still use this, don't get me wrong, but regardless of whether I use it or not, I'm going to keep it because I got it more for the packaging than I did anything else. And I got a couple things from this collection that I got just for the packaging, basically. This is just basically an empty Z palette. What is this? Oh, this is Uninterrupted from MAC. in the old Pro Longwear formula. We'll keep that, I guess. These are all my Sydney Grace shadows that I keep in this like mermaid scale, I guess. I was gonna say snake skin, but it's more of like mermaid scale. So I keep all my Sydney Grace shadows in here. If you want high quality, affordable eyeshadows that's not ColourPop and that you can get in single pans, because you just want you just want this kind of a green, Sydney Grace is the way to go. I think they're like $5 to $10 a pan, and they're really high quality shadows. And I'll link this magnetic palette down below. I got it off of Amazon, if I didn't already say that. This is leaving. This is the mini Natasha Denona Biba palette. Like, can we talk about... Yeah, there's that. I forgot it did that. It came that way. So this last shade in here falls out. And then for whatever reason, this shade, can you see? Oh. The shade has done like something weird. It's not hard pan. Well, it's like a combination of hard pan and like brush marks that are just permanently indented in the shade. I don't know. And I thought it was a matte, like a satiny kind of finish, almost matte shade. But I guess it's, I don't know. Like, it's a completely different texture than the rest of the shades in here. It's not a shimmer. It is a shimmer, but it's not a cream. Like it looks matte, but in person it looks shiny, and I don't understand. I don't reach for this little palette because this shade does not pick up well on a brush. It swatches great, but it won't pick up on a brush anymore, and I don't know what the deal is with that. So this is going to Raw Beauty Christie at Forest Sight. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love this palette, and I'll probably keep this for a long time. Am I gonna keep this? Like, I just keep this because this packaging is so cute. Like, I have this color story over and over and over again, and I don't... Maybe pile. We're gonna maybe pile this. The original Jaclyn Hill palette from before they reformulated it. I've said a million times in other declutters, this is the palette that I grab for when I don't know what I want to do. When I'm in a hurry and I'm like, I just need neutrals. This is what I grab. So I'm definitely keeping that. This, I was sucked in by packaging. I can tell you that right now. And I can also tell you that I'm probably going to put this into my kit because it's got a lot of, like, you can't even see me anymore, but it's got these purples, it's got some blues down here. It's got colors that I will use in my kit, like the pinky. This is going to be great for bridal. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I don't use it on myself because, number one, it's bigger than my head. It's just a pain for me to try and pick up and set on my vanity and then be able to see myself in the mirror. So, as beautiful as this is, I love the packaging more than I love the actual eyeshadows in it. So this is gonna go. I just got this, the Huda Beauty Empowered palette. Apparently this is a QR code that you can scan and enter some kind of something. I don't know. I think it talks about it on here somewhere. Oh, yeah. Right here. I haven't scanned it. I don't care to, but oh my gosh. Like, got my warm tones down here. I've got my cooler neutral tones down here. Like, let's talk about it for a second. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm all about this. It's really cool too because these two are creams, so you can use them as bases or as like eyeliners, which is what I have been doing. And then you have this weird shade that's got like the Vaseline cream or whatever running through the middle. I haven't used that shade yet because it honestly makes me nervous, but maybe I'll use it this weekend. But I have been using this nonstop since I got it, and this is the only big Huda Beauty palette that I've ever let myself buy because I knew that I would use every single shade in here. So there's that. Now my hand's all dirty. Ooh, Jaclyn Hill Strawberry Feels. I love this color story, and I'm actually pretty impressed with the quality of these shadows. I've got a lot of Jaclyn Cosmetics pieces here and there, like her bronzer, a blush palette, a couple of powders, things like that. When she came out with that collection with her mom, I was interested in the palette, but basically for what the formula was like, not the color story. So when this came out, I was like, ooh, I will get that because I'm into this color story and I can check out the formula, and it does not disappoint. These are actually really good quality and I enjoy them. So this will stay. This is also going to stay. Surge palette by Blend Bunny Cosmetics. They've just come out with another palette that I actually think I'm going to buy after I'm done filming this video, if it's available. But this is basically my rainbow palette. I've got my neons, got my shimmers, my grungy colors, pastels, grungy colors. Basically, this is as rainbow as I get as a person. So this is I'm going to keep. Few things that I'm getting rid of, I know, are these. First, these two palettes by Dragon Beauty. This is the Fantasy Palette Volume 1. This is, I think this is Volume 3. Yeah, Fantasy Palette Volume 3. Please tell me, what look would you create using just this? I don't know either. I can't figure it out. Because for me, this is too light to be a transition. This is too dark to be a transition. These both are shimmery, and then this is black. It's a very pigmented, good quality black. But I feel like this, I cannot create a full look with this. So I pull in this. Again, this is a little bit more cohesive, and I feel like you could create a full look out of this. But I still find myself lacking something, even if I put both of these together to create a full look. I feel like I'm lacking something. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I need to pull in something from somewhere else. So the fact that I'm using two palettes already and then need to pull in a third product to make it work, I'm really happy I found these at TJ Maxx and didn't pay full price for them, but they're going bye-bye. Another one I'm getting rid of, not because I dislike it, but because the only matte in here is this black. Basically it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter Diva Lights palette. Like, I love this color story. This is so great, so good. But I wish that one of these was matte or not such a metallic finish, because you have three very metallic shades in here, and then this isn't even matte. It's more of a satin, and the quality's there. The quality is great. It's very blendable and nice, but I can't do it. It's all shimmer, and I try. But every time I use this in a look, I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then the last eyeshadow palette is Makeup by Mario Master Mattes. I love this. I'm contemplating buying one of these to put in my kit. I don't know. It's all matte. I'm super into all matte eye looks lately. And I definitely would recommend getting this, especially if you're a makeup artist and need matte shadows in your kit. Back to these two. I'm going to get rid of both of these. I'm going to get rid of both of these. I don't use them. I just keep them because they have pretty packaging. Really quickly, let's run through like my cream shadows and shadow bases and whatnot. Eye things. Yeah. So I have 3 paint pots from MAC. I have Painterly, Soft Ochre, and Rubenesque, which they don't make anymore. But this is, Rubenesque is my favorite paint pot that MAC ever made. Like, it's just this peachy gold that is super understated and beautiful on the eye. I'm currently working my way through Soft Ochre, which I've decided for personal use, I'm not going to buy paint pots as eyeshadow bases anymore because I just don't like them. They're too drying on my skin as I get older. There's not enough, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they're just like pasty and dry. Is that the best way to explain it? I don't know. I definitely find myself preferring like the P. Louise base. I used up the original one, and this is the one that I have right now. This is the one in blank canvas that they did with Mitchell, or Mitchell. I don't know how to say that, so I'm just saying Mitchell. But I find myself really liking these because they have like a hydration factor to them, and they're really good for people that have dry eyelids like I do. So yeah, I'm not going to be buying paint pots to use as eyeshadow bases anymore. A few things from ColourPop here. I have this one. This, I think, is from last year when they turned 8. You can kind of still see the 8 in there. It's the shade called It's My Party. I don't know if they sold this or if you just spent an X amount of money or bought something from them in the time that this was available. You received this in your package. I don't know. But it is a beautiful, like, coppery gold. It's more gold than copper, but it's definitely got like a orangey coppery color to it. Then I just got these two. I normally don't buy Super Shock shadows because I just am not wild about them. Like, they gave me this as like a free gift. I didn't pick it. It just came in my order. But I was so enamored with the colors of these that I bought them. And they came in a set, and I'm really happy that these two came in the duo. And these are the collaboration with Snitchery. And I got the duo in Plot Twist and Main Character Energy. So you have like this really interesting lavender color. Like, I don't know, it's just like this really interesting lavender pink. And then there's this like super vibrant bluey, lavendery, indigo-y color, and like that blue reflect in there is just everything. And so I knew I would use these like on my lid. I would definitely use these colors because they're super unique. And then I recently bought 2 of these Jelly Much eyeshadows, where I'm in love with one and super disappointed with the other. I tried to use this one today when I had makeup on earlier. And like, I don't know. It seems like it's super old and super dried out. Like, it doesn't... I don't know. Maybe it's just because I tried to use it with a brush. No, this is Yeah, no, like it's hunky, chunky, and the color is so beautiful though. It's in the shade Blanc de Blanc, and I was so like into the champagne-y gold of it, but it's just like dried out, like it's been sitting there or something happened in shipping, so I'm literally just gonna throw this one away because I'm not gonna use it again. Because if you've noticed, I have these claws on my fingers and I need to be able to pick it up with a brush. Where I bought this one, and this is I Am Calm from the new Hocus Pocus 2 collection. And y'all, this one looks completely different than that one. And is like puffy and like super jelly looking. Like, look at that. Oh, that color. Like, this color doesn't look like much, but like this even feels wet, where the one I just showed you felt very dry. But like, let me, like, look at that. Look at that. And it's got bigger chunks of glitter in it. Oh my god, I need to make the swatch bigger. Like, look how like beautiful and smooth that is compared to like, where is it? Is it over here? This, like, it's like hunky chunky, and this is like beautiful and smooth. And look at that color. It's like, if y'all were gonna pick a jelly much shadow from ColourPop, this one from the Hocus Pocus 2 collection in I Am Calm is it. I have a couple other things here from ColourPop that I'm actually going to put in my kit for an upcoming job. And these are from Hocus Pocus collection last year. And they're their Glitterly Obsessed glitter gels in Another Glorious Morning, which is this really pretty gold. Like, ooh. So I have that one. And then I have the purple one, which is Amok, Amok, Amok. Look at, look at that one. Oh, it's so pretty. I love these, and I wish they worked better on the eye because I wouldn't wear these on the body or anywhere else. They just don't dry down enough to wear on the eye, and they end up kind of like bunching and creating weird things going on the eye. So they're going to go into my kit to use for a job I have coming up this weekend. I ask myself all the time, Alyssa, why are you covered in glitter? Because I do shit like this. Anyway, I got some cream shadows here. I have 3 from About Face. I have Capulets, which is stunning. Like, so pretty. Neutral brown, warm toned. And then I have this really pretty neutral brown cool tone in Smell Before Rain, which I solely bought off the fact that it's called Smell Before Rain. Like, most of the times I will just blend these out on my eye and just kind of blow them out and smoke them out and make it a whole look, and that's all I'll use. And they don't budge, they don't move. They're fantastic for that. And then this one is Vintage Grandma, and oh, I love that name, first of all. And that deep, rich, purpley berry as an eyeshadow on my bluey green eyes is everything. I actually think I'm going to get rid of this one from Rare Beauty in Nearly Neutral. I just don't use it enough. I pick these over this. Then I have some pigments here, and that is, oh, I also have this. This is one of these Chanel Ombre Premier shadows in 804 Skintalents. I love this. So pretty. Will always repurchase because it's that pretty. So then back to my loose pigments, which I'm telling you right now, I'm getting rid of 3 and keeping 3. So I have this one here from About Face called Saint Ceremony. It's this really pretty pinky rusty blue. It's so pretty. And then I have one from Sydney Grace that's a little bit more silvery, very similar to this, but it's a little bit more like silvery blue, rusty, in Comforting Lights. Let me see. And when I say I'm getting rid of these pigments, I'm putting them in my kit because I will use them there. I won't use them on myself. So I'm going to be putting these 3 into my kit. This is Reflex Teal, Rose Pigment, and Blue Brown Pigment, all 3 from MAC. The only one I do use is Naked Pigment, and I'll use this to kind of set my whole eye and just wear this on days that I don't want to do anything like eyeshadow wise. So it makes sense for me to keep this because I actually use it, and these 3 I just don't use. So that does it for my eye stuff. Eye palettes, eyeshadow palettes, and my single cream shadows and eyeshadows. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope y'all come back and watch my next video. Bye!